Ciao, party people. All right, super important video. There's going to be lots of info. I would ask you to take notes and partake in the chat. Reason being, I have a sticky note on one of my 5 screens that says that May 23rd is a red day. And I missed that. So after playing Carvana and Affirm and Beyond Meat for 222%, I overlooked my sticky note and stopped out on all my... that rebound play was good, but then I stopped out and then I was kind of pissed because that was a good short and I'm only human. Me and Elon are not as tight as me having a Neuralink. Not that I would take one. So... point being, take notes, remember shit, because the info is good. I overlooked that one. I literally have a sticky note saying May 23rd is red. How do I know that? Because I know people. All right, check this out. This play is the most complex play I've come across. Okay, but I think that I've figured it out. That's why this video is coming out a little late today, and we're gonna absolutely destroy it. All right, I keep showing you KRE for a reason. Okay, why? Because it's kind of like the backdoor safety net of the market. Now, this is the hourly chart, and we had that sell-off, but that was nothing compared with KRE has done. So it's clearly being propped up. Okay, if it were not being propped up, I would be more scared about buying this freaking dip we're about to buy. Okay, you know that when I see this, I'm like, okay, we're going, and we were going for a while, and then whether it's the COVID news from China, whether it was dumbass comments by McCarthy or whatever, we sold off, and we sold off plenty. But there's still a lot of calls. This here, in my opinion, is the bear trap, and I'll show you what I mean. So I've given you all these levels. Now we have plenty of fair value gaps here, and we hit all of the levels in the video from Friday and Sunday and yesterday, except this one. Okay, and then the ultimate target, this one. What is the ultimate target? Well, that is the mouth of our pretty little fish here. Okay, right now we're here. Okay, and ES, follow with me, has a little bouncy going on. That's all great. It's gonna hit that 50, and I would be very surprised if it doesn't reject. Then it can do two things. It can double bottom. I kept saying in the chat today, I want to double bottom before I roll into town with the train, because I would love Janet Yellen to say something messed up at 7 a.m. Eastern, well, that's my time, but tomorrow she's on about an hour before FOMC minutes. That lady can dip us, and then the FOMC minutes can send us. So the big thing here, the big takeaway, where are we? Here, let's do it on US 500. The big thing is this volume shelf. This is the lowest. If this goes, it's freaking pot roast. It's beef all around. Bulls are dead. Okay, but you just don't pump it like that. I'm literally telling you, there's a huge chance this is a head and shoulders, and you're gonna be like, that sounds crazy, and I'm gonna say, I know, but the JPM collar is above my box. Okay, now the T M squeeze is super ready to rock. We got green divergence. RSI has cooled off. This looks like it wants down and then to go. And then this is add for SPX. Okay, this is a great tool. It kind of shows you before we go that we go. I just added it again to my repertoire. But as you can see, it gave huge green here even before we broke out of the wedge. All right. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. Now, let me pull up this chart that I've shown you. We went from having RSI 72 to having RSI 43 on the daily. Okay, that means this can be primed and ready to go. What makes this a complex trade, and take notes, is this. You got the VIX, right? It rejected this level. We don't want to see the VIX go above 2136 or bulls are dead. But again, here on the daily, that's nothing. And we got green divergence here. And the MACD is pretty flat. This is like wanting to go up, but you know how the VIX is. Is the VIX in its daily demand zone? Yeah, absolutely. Who cares? Here's the thing. We have oil up after hours pretty significantly, in my opinion. And when oil goes up, as does the market, but the market went down. When the Dixie goes down, the market should go up. Okay, we had that bump today. Dixie do nothing, but the boss is the 10-year yield. It's down all day. Okay, it's literally down all day with the sell, and that's what makes this super complex. What do you trust? So at this point, you got to go with the gut. Tick close green. Who cares? Tomorrow we have this on the Fed calendar, but it's all about this. FOMC minutes can literally send us, as can the jobs the next day. So let's look at the calendar here and game plan this a little bit. So you have Yellen tomorrow, who's not even on the calendar, but you know that she has a good chance of dumping the market. Then you got FOMC minutes. Let's just hope here we catch a good play and that it's completely plastered with the word pause, pause, pause in June. Okay, and then you have jobs on Thursday, and then please remember that Friday is half a day. Okay, and then there's a 3-day weekend. So I would love it to absolutely ace this move. Problem with this move is that it can be delayed. We can chop down here, bounce around, and then go next week. But again, to show you what I'm thinking is, out of all the seasonality patterns, I think this is the one. And I think we just did that, and that was our little double top that didn't quite make it, and today we sold, and we're here, and we're gonna pop a little bit and then sell, and then we're gonna hit that wedge area, and then we're gonna fly. And if this pans out, I mean, at this point, it comes down to picking the right strike and the date and just absolutely throwing your computer out the window type of dealio. Now, another good thing to look at is VOLD. And we were off to a good start, and usually it trends one way the whole day, but then it reversed and we sold. So I hope to wrap things up that we might pop a little bit tomorrow, hit this here, which would be around 4163 maybe, and then come down. You can still play that. I do think we go down, and we do not want to see it under this volume shelf. And if we do, longing here, buying a few days out in the money, is almost guaranteed money because you don't come down this fast without rebounding. Now, then we have Nvidia. Every bear is going to be shorting this, okay? Now, it's got a $20 move. That means that it's at what, 307 right now. It can hit 327, okay? They're gonna have a lot of AI money coming in to show for during their last quarter. And if Nvidia tanks, as does the market. We saw PanW, Palo Alto, they beat. That means tomorrow CrowdStrike is in play. And if he gets above 150, again, now we're talking individual names. I mean, I know none of us know anyone who would have thought to take Beyond Meat yesterday and trade it for over 200%, but that happened too. So I'm telling you, CrowdStrike and Nvidia, Snowflake, and Costco, we can make a lot of money on all three. So remind me end of day to look at the dark pool and the flow, and if it's not complete shit, I would be inclined to take a lotto on it, okay? Another thing is Bitcoin had that move up and didn't retrace all of it, because if it would have, it would be down to here, okay? Am I forgetting something? I think that's it, guys. And tomorrow, if I see Carvana, if I see UPST, oh yeah, let me pull up UPST so you just see why I'm trading this. So the market is down today, right? UPST is still holding, like right there. You know, yes, it was red 6%, but yesterday put on 25. So if it can hold this 50, I'm gonna play it. Same with a firm. Same deal. Looks great. Even Beyond Meat that I'm still in. Looks great. It actually, Beyond Meat closed 2.3% green today. I mean, come on. So I know it's got a sell signal. Who cares? It's Beyond Meat. Who in their right mind is going to be buying this? Clearly a pump. Okay. And Carvana too. All these names have been hot. That's the wrong Carvana. This one. Closed 3.8% green. I mean, it's pretty awesome. So these can all go. And if the market goes, yes, SPY calls and QQQ calls, but if these guys go, you can get twice as much money from it, okay? So I'm just putting it out there. Tomorrow, what's my game plan? I'm going to watch SPY SPX. All of you are going to be like, what are we playing? And I'm going to say, we're waiting. And then if anything moves, which would be these shitty stocks, I'm going to play them. And then, especially if it's a bounce out of the gate, that's going to be a quick trade. And then we wait. Janet Yellen shows up 3-4 hours in, which is huge. And then we get FOMC minutes. Okay? And the fact that this is on the calendar here and none of the other Fed speakers have been here means that this is significant. All right. I hope that all makes sense. Sorry for the long video. I hope it helps. We're right at dawn.